professors watching at home. This is an episode of Patrick Nye the Science Guy. Today I'm doing a special episode on gasoline. As you can see, that's why I'm at a gasoline station. I'm doing an episode on the specific end product to teach everyone why this nasty chemical is affecting our lives in every possible way. I'm simply going to overwhelm a normal civilian filling up their gas tank. Enough talking, here it goes.
Inertia is a property of matter. T minus 7 seconds.
Hey you, did you just buy gasoline?
Obviously.
Do you want to know how gasoline can affect your life drastically? You know that the gasoline you buy may be causing your stress?
What? No, you're lying.
No, I'm dead serious. That's why I have this table set up. Tell me, how long do you fill up your gas?
About every 3 days.
Every 3 days? You must drive a lot.
Yeah, I love to.
Don't you get sick of the smell?
No, I actually love the gasoline smell.
Well, that's interesting. Do you know the health effects of breathing in gasoline vapors?
No, I never thought of the health benefits.
Benefits?
Should I be scared?
To be honest, yes. The truth is the health hazards of breathing gasoline vapors are drastic. Tell me, do you ever have a problem thinking straight?
Wow. Actually, now you think of it, yeah, I do.
Interesting. Do you remember when you first started having these problems?
When I was about 20.
And when did you buy your first car?
When I was 19.
Wow, do you see a trend? You buy your car and a year later you start having these problems?
Oh my gosh. Do you think me buying a car has anything to do with the symptoms?
That, but many more. Tell me, do you ever experience dizziness, headaches, a lack of appetite, drowsiness, irritation in the eyes and the throat, incoordination, and loss of memory?
Oh my gosh, it's seriously like you're reading my mind. Wait, so do you think this has anything to do with me buying a car?
Well, not you buying your car, but you filling it up so often and being exposed to gasoline vapors. The illness you're going through is CNS, or central nervous system depression. It occurs when you're exposed to gasoline vapors for up to 30 minutes. This can lead to serious damage to your peripheral nervous system and central neurological system, which can make your current side effects long-term.
What happens if you're exposed to it for too long in a short period of time?
Good question. You could easily die from pulmonary edema, which is accumulation of fluid in the lungs.
I could have died from smelling gasoline.
Yeah, well, these are the only effects of smelling gasoline. Now, do you know the effects of touching or swallowing gasoline?
No, I never really thought about it.
Well, luckily for you, I'm going to perform a scientific experiment right here to show you what could happen.
Yo, mucha gasolina en el verano a los logs de 1107.7. Sube lo que esto es barrio fino. Que ella le gusta la gasolina.
Dame más gasolina.
Me encanta la gasolina.
Dame más gasolina.
Okay, watch. Okay, now touch my arm. See, I'm undergoing hypersensitivity. It occurs when the gasoline throws through the blood right away.
Ew, it's gross.
That's only a short period of time. But the long period of time, this is what could happen. This is what could happen for a long period of time after you touch gasoline. It's because it flows through all the blood and into your bloodstream.
What happens if you swallow it?
That'll be my next experiment. Now you know the effects of breathing, swallowing, and touching gasoline. My advice to better your life and to relieve you of your symptoms, if you're going to continue filling up your car, is to wear a gas mask like me, like this one. Or you can buy these ones that are even better online. You see these, this one, and this one, and even that one. You see these gasoline masks?
Yes.
Yeah, you could use these to bring it to the gasoline station and wear it, so you can relieve yourself of your symptoms.
That's great. You know, I've
more about gasoline?
Sure.
Are you interested in chemistry?
Actually, I'm a chemistry major at Harvard.
Really? Oh, well, I'm going to teach you about the molecular structure, the solubility, the production, and the major reactions of gasoline. In fact, here's a picture of isooctane. It is the major molecule in gasoline. Isooctane is also known as C8H18.
Wait, so is this the molecular structure of gasoline or isooctane?
Good question. In fact, gasoline is made of over 150 different molecules called hydrocarbons, which are only made of carbon and hydrogen atoms. Isooctane is the most common in all gasoline molecules. Other chemicals and additives are added to the final product, such as aromatic hydrocarbons and ethanol.
Wait, so is it a polar bond?
In fact, it is covalent. Because of this, it is also not soluble, and water on the opposing hand is very polar. Here, let me do a quick demonstration to show you the solubility. Here's gasoline and here's water. You see this? This is because this is more dense than this, and it goes to the bottom. This is also very polar, and this is covalent.
They didn't mix? That's interesting. There's so many chemicals in gasoline. How is it produced?
Well, first things first, gasoline, otherwise known as petrol in other countries, is a liquid mixture derived from the fractional distillation of petroleum or crude oil. First, crude oil is bought to refineries and distilled to break up the crude oil into different lengths of molecules of carbon atoms called fractions. To separate the different lengths chains, the oil is heated to evaporate the shorter carbon chain lengths, those 20 and under. The remaining liquid passes to the second location where it is heated at a lower pressure. Gasoline happens to contain many molecules with mainly C4 to C12 chains that boil between 40 to 200 degrees Celsius. The economic significance. Would you like to learn why these prices are so high nowadays?
Oh my gosh, I always wanted to know.
Well, the wholesale prices, or the price that gasoline costs for companies to buy it from, are due to such factors such as economic health of the countries, conflicts between countries, and environmental problems like disasters such as the recent oil spill.
Wow, gasoline companies pay a lot. How does that affect health?
The factors that affect the retail price, or the cost we pay, is the cost of the oil, which is 50%, the cost to produce, distribute, and market, which is 20%, and taxes, which is 30%.
That's interesting. If so, what is the profit of these gas companies?
The average retail price in Canada is 115 cents per liter. So 115 minus 78.3 equals 36.7 cents for every liter that a gas company in Canada collects. After marketing and taxes, their net profit is about 3%.
Wow, gas companies make quite a bit of profit. No wonder gas prices are so high.
The ecological impact. Tell me, stranger, are you big on being eco-friendly?
Oh, I'm very eco-friendly.
Then you must know about the ecological impacts that gasoline has.
Oh my gosh, I don't. Is it bad?
It's stunning. In fact, when cars burn gasoline, they release dangerous greenhouse gases such as hydrocarbons, ozone, aldehydes, carbon dioxide, and carbon monoxide.
Oh my god, I feel so guilty.
Right, you never knew. However, cars do emit a large amount of hydrocarbons, emissions, and carbon dioxide into our air. In fact, up to 50% of hydrocarbons in our air is from cars. You could wonder why global warming is such an issue now.
That's unheard of.
In addition, your car emits 2.6 tons of CO2 a year. Imagine how much 2.6 tons of gas weighs. In 2009, all the cars in Canada combined emitted 3,612,864 tons a year. In the whole world, in 2009, the amount of CO2 cars emitted is 155,925,453. This is why our ozone layer is so depleted, with holes and so much UV rays are entering through our atmosphere, causing glaciers to melt and water levels to rise.
Oh my god, I'm never driving again.
Also, cars emit 2/3 of Canada's poison carbon monoxide gas. This has possible links to increasing the memory loss in Alzheimer's patients. Carbon monoxide can also change the way humans behave, such as being stressful and angry all the time. And more cars in the country, it is less peaceful.
Oh my god, so you're basically saying we're ruining the world as we grow.
Yes, we are. Last but definitely not least, the demand for gasoline has played a big part in the tragic oil spills that have killed many plant and aquatic ecosystems. The oil spills are just as bad as the greenhouse emissions, if not worse. Over 1.5 million tons of oil has spilled into the Gulf of Mexico. And think of all the dangerous chemicals we talked about going into fish. It's horrible.
And here I am saying I'm an environmentalist.
It's alright, but it's never too late to try and save.
Doing all these bad things, why do we even use gas?
Great question. There are two main reasons why they still use gas. One is because there's so much on the earth just to drill out. The second reason is because the combustion is much better than the traditionally used method of producing energy, which is coal. Coal emits a much greater deal of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide because it has less octane. So the more octane, the better the combustion. And that's all the information I have to share with you.
Well, thank you. You changed my life.
Please inform everyone about my stunning information.
I will.
That's it for the premium episode of Patrick Nye the Science Guy. See you on next episode.